Hey guys, welcome to day one, part one from Swift 5 theory tutorial. Today we will talk about the basics of Swift, and for this part we will talk about constants and variables. Yeah, let's start our playground. I already opened that. So for doing that, you can go to File, New Playground, and you can choose blank, and then you will choose where you want to put it, and then move forward. But I already did that, so I won't go there. Okay. So yeah, here you go. I have this available, and as you see, I have some code in there. I just did before for test, and now we will review them as we go, as we moving forward for theory. So for reference, we use swift.org. So usually you can find on swift.org the latest version of Swift available. Then you can go to documents, documentation, and from here you can go to language guide, and in first subject for language guide you will have the basics. First of all, give you idea that what is Swift for, and in which iOS, which operating system works, like iOS, macOS, watchOS, and tvOS, and even over server, and then give you, tell you that brief about what we you learn here, and then start from the most basic concepts, which are constant and variable. So constant and variable, this is we know this as a variable. Probably if you are in coding, you did coding with other language, but if you are pretty new, uh, variables are a name that you associate or assign a value to that variable. And constant, same. In variable, you can change that value assigned to the that name, but in constant you cannot. In Swift, we have, like any other language, we have this, and for declaring this, we use the let keyword for constant that you cannot change it later, and we use var keyword for variables that you can change it later. So here you will see sample code that if we go to our playground, we can run it. So yeah, here you go. I have this one and this one. This one create a constant, and this one create a variable. So I'm gonna run this, and you will see I made this variable, changed it, with different value, and no error. But if I attempt to change my constant value, then I will get an error. Cannot assign a value to maximum number of login attempt is a let constant because it's a constant. So yeah, we cannot do this because it's let. Actually, let is for to protect, and also protect your code, that you make sure you make this and you don't want to change it. You don't want anyone else even can change it, because when in big environments, when you coding, several people working, and maybe in someone in other department have this as a property and want to change it, they are not supposed to do that, so you use let. Okay, and so I'm gonna print them. You will see print is a method that show variable, assigned value to the console. As you can see here, yeah, this is a console. You will see now print 10, and here you will see 10 slash, actually backslash n, which means the next line. So if you don't use any in print. We will talk about this later, exactly at this today. So yeah, we done this part. So let's move forward. You will see that yeah, we can declare variables even in one line, just with separate them with comma. So here you will see that. Let me comment these guys. Okay, so you will see that we made a variable x, y, and z, and we give them initial value. So it is working and there is no error. So if I try to print it, you will see that it's work. Actually, I use a separate and terminator. Actually, I'm not supposed to do it here, but you give you idea. Terminator is what you want to sit at the end here, and separator just between variables. We will talk about this later. Let me remove this and see the basic for print. You will see this will be output. Okay, so this is how we can declare constant and variable. And okay, so next concept about declaration constant and variable is type annotation. So probably you know that Swift is type safe language. Means that for any variable and constant, you need to mention what's the type of that variable or constants. So Swift need to know that. Other than that, won't let you to move forward. Also, you need an initial value for that as well. So let's check it out. Here you will see. Okay, let me comment these guys and come here. Okay, so I say this variable type of string. So let's see what's gonna happen. Tell me that there need to be initial value. So what I do, I'm gonna give it an initial value as well. So you will see now it's working, and assign hello string value to welcome message. So it's got that string, welcome, it's a string, and hello can assign that. So also there we can say type a string and try to assign a number, integer. You will see you cannot, because you mentioned this is a string. But you can use this and say welcome equal hello directly. As you see, we did that before. So you may say, okay, why there's no annotation? Because of type infer in Swift. So Swift is smart enough, from initial value find out what is the type of this variable. So how we can find out? Just push option button, and when you bring your mouse over here, you will see it's a question mark. So click, and here you will see that welcome is a string and the description for this variable. So this was type annotation, and you saw also for type annotation we can do it like this as well. So yeah, here you go. You will see that I'll get an error because I need to give it initial value. Let's try to give all of them one value. So double 1.1. Let's see. I'm not sure if it's work or not. No. Pattern. So missing pattern. So we can do all together. So we I believe we need to do it like this if we want to work all together. You will say, okay, what's the point? You should say is because in some point you don't have to give it initial value when it's inside of start. So that's why we mentioned it, but don't worry about this. Later we will go to get that. Then other concept is also here you will see that in note tell you that type safe and type in inference. You can find the details about here, but don't worry. When we move forward, we will review this. We try to don't miss any concept. Okay, so name constants and a variable. So naming for that. So as you see, we can use any type of name. We can use a picture. We can use other languages, or even use some characters. So even if you in notes you will see if you try to use Swift reserved keyword. Still you can, you just need to put them between backticks. Okay, so yeah, this is about the naming, and let's see. We can when it's a variable, we can change it. Yeah, we work on this, but if it's when it's a constant, we cannot. We will get error here if I remove this constant and try to change. Yeah, you will say we cannot change. We check it out before. Okay, and so the last part for last concept for this part is printing constants and variables. So we have a method by the name of print. So by this method we can I'm gonna uncomment these guys because we need them here. Okay, so we can print them. So if I put actually print method format, it's like this. You will see print and underline, separator, and terminator. Means that it will get at least three argument and parameter, and but for separator and terminator there are default value. If you don't place them, they are work. So here you will see that I put print friend welcome. You will see it says friend welcome, or you can use it in this way. So you will put them between double quotation and between with one backslash and two parentheses. You can call same variable or constant here, and you can see output here even in console as well. But for print, I want to show you some more details. So here in print, if you go to developer Apple documentation Swift and look for print, you will find this method, and here you will find declaration of this method, how it is. Even if you come here over print and push option and then click, you will see details and even some sample code, same actually description that I show you over internet. You can see it in your Xcode. So here we have some sample which we will go through all details for that. So let me comment these ones. And let's go through these ones. So I just print very one string, so when I use it, it's work, and I will see that screen in console. And you will see for terminate, use default value, which is \n, means next line. And here I use countable range, and if I print these guys, you will see same here. And here you will see I separate them with comma, and still you will see same. But if I use the separator, default separator, as you see, it's one space. But now I make separator by this. So in print, if I use separator, you will see that separator now gonna be this. I can change it to whatever I like. For example, like this, and you will see. And also we can use terminator. So terminator is by default \n, but now I make it nothing. So let's see what's happened. It's it will print 1, 2, 3, and 5. Here you go. If I use, for example, \t tab, you will see put between them a tab, not next line. Or \n, you will see put \n. Even if I don't put terminator, we're gonna use this default value. So as now we learned about print, these are most useful methods so far, and pretty basic. In next one we will go over comment. In next tutorial, please, if you like this one, make sure to give it thumbs up. Also follow us with being subscribed, and any question, please ask in comment. I'll be more than happy to help. And yes, of course, you can see watch the next videos, or we will move forward over Swift very smoothly and very details. Okay, have a good one. Bye bye.